Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show at night. We have a really special episode for you this evening. Here he is, your host and your star, Josh Boekesch! It's the show at night. Josh is super cool and he's real tight.
Oh, I thought you were
supposed to be you. I told you that was going to be it.
Your intros are getting horrible lately.
Sorry, I'll do better.
Finally have to pay somebody. Welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode.
This is a big one.
It is a big one. We're back for another episode of the show at night. We're so glad you are here with us. As always, I'm here with Byron.
I'm Byron. That's Josh. Thank you for having me again.
Saying about. Now, first things first. You're probably all at home wondering why are you guys wearing these awesome outfits?
Great question.
It's a great question, and we're here to let you know. The reason is we've got a very cool show lined up today.
You guys, I mean, if you're not fans already, which you should be, this is the one that's going to hook you in for the remainder of your lives.
Big time.
This is it, all right?
You're never gonna
we're going to be celebrating not only rock and roll, which we all love. Who doesn't love rock and roll?
Especially
but the women of rock.
Who we love.
And
support.
Yeah, we absolutely love and support. We love rock. We love women. So we have a local celebrity here today.
I would say more of an international celebrity because now with the way streaming,
KSHE is available.
It's everywhere. Yeah, we'll get to it in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to waste any more of your time. Please welcome all the way from a little bit down the street at the station, St. Louis's Queen of the Radio. Most people would refer to her as. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the one, the only Lern.
It's Lern! What a cool name! The Queen of the Radio! She loves the dance and she loves the rock and roll. She's Lern! Awesome name! Queen of the Radio! Riding from 2 to 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. to midnight.
Is that you guys?
That's me on guitar. I wrote the song for you.
That is I want that. I want that to be my ringtone.
It can be more than your ringtone.
You can do anything you want with it. You should. I mean, you can use it as your daily intro.
I could. I could use that if I want. I want to.
I can definitely understand you just want to keep it more as a ringtone, as a personal thing.
I want to hear it every day.
Well, you can. Yeah, you only heard it once, and maybe you'll listen to it again, and if it grows on you, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
It definitely grew on me. I thought it was garbage at first, but hey, here we are.
Here we are.
Now it's on the
air. Tweaked it.
Very
creative.
First and foremost, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
So excited to have you here. Lots to go over, lots to talk about. Before we get into some of the radio stuff, though, I want to bring up something very cool that just happened. Besides being the queen of the radio, you also recently played a concert.
Yeah.
A sold-out theater just over in Illinois.
Yes.
And by all accounts, it was a great show. Everybody had a great time.
Were you there?
I was not there.
Oh.
I heard it was great, though.
Yeah.
But
what's the name of your band?
It's Lane Narrows.
I didn't name it. The drummer of our band, Tom Rogers, whenever he goes to restaurants and they ask, like, what's your name to call out, because if it's a wait list, he always told them Lane Narrows. And so that's why it's called Lane Narrows.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's very fun.
Well, he's super clever, isn't he?
He's very fun.
So does he get confused sometimes when they introduce you guys to whether or not you're getting ready to play or his food's coming out?
Yes, he does. It's very confusing.
I can see how that would be a bit of a mix-up.
Sometimes he has drumsticks in his hand, and other times he has a fork and he has a knife.
Drumstick like a piece of chicken?
I was just about to ask.
I wish. Yeah, I wish it was.
I'm sure it's both, depending on
the
situation.
Right, absolutely.
Well, yeah, and so I know every day you come on the radio and you talk to thousands of people on the air. not, in front of your face. What is it like having to prepare for a show where you're now playing in front of a packed house of people and, having to, as opposed to just sitting in the studio with a microphone and just kind of getting to talk to, all these people that you can't see?
Yeah, it was very scary.
We only played bar gigs up until that point, and so it was a sold out crowd of 500.
That's not a bad gig.
Yeah, it's not a bad gig. And I think that for me, there's a confidence I have having been on the radio for so long now that it doesn't scare me to talk to thousands of people. And if I mess up, it's no big deal.
Right.
But like singing this music, because we do covers of these legendary bands, there's kind of an added pressure to getting the music right and to like doing it justice, because like somebody would say, the audacity of singing Led Zeppelin.
Right.
You have to hit it. So it's it's a little scary and intimidating, but I feel like now that I got that one sold out show under my belt, that now it's kind of free flowing from here on out. Like, no problem.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll help a little bit. And I mean, also, there's got to be a little bit of, besides just the pressure of playing to such a large audience and it being a sold out show and all the hype around that, it's got to be a thing where, you do work at a classic rock station. So people got to expect a lot out of you, being like, okay, so this girl sits there, she acts like, she talks about all this classic music all day, and now she's going to come out and sing it. How's that going to work out? So.
Oh yeah, I'm underestimated all the time.
Like, I'm young. I am. It's and for good reason. I mean, I don't know everything, but I try to study the music that I play every day, and I try to keep it all in here. And I don't have the best memory, but I try. When you don't live that era of music, like I was born in 1985, so it's like when you didn't actually organically live through it, you have to study it, and it's kind of like cramming for an exam sometimes. A band that maybe you don't affiliate yourself with as much, you won't know as much about.
Right.
So.
Well, and yeah, and I don't know, how aware you are of this, but both Byron and myself are, in some shape or form musicians as well. Mm-hmm. We've both been in or are in bands at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're very, I understand what you're talking about. When suddenly you have to memorize all this stuff, it becomes tough because it's very hard to go from just, doing whatever and singing a song with yourself to having to memorize, an hour or 2 hours worth of music and then go out and do it perfectly in front of a bunch of people.
Sure.
Well, and I actually have my music, I have my lyrics in front of me, which I felt very self-conscious about admitting or like showing.
That's very common these days. You're not the only one that's very common.
That's what I've heard.
Among people of your caliber, our caliber, and above.
Mm-hmm.
It's very common to have some sort of monitor prompt for lyrics and set lists and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have like a booklet of lyrics, and it's like I turn the page each song
because I do have most of it memorized, but for some reason my brain will just stall sometimes, and I'll be like, oh crap! Like especially like on Stairway to Heaven, it's a 7-minute song,
right?
And so some of the verses get kind of. They're very similar at the top part. Like the back half of that song I know through my bones, but the top part of that song I have to glance at least the first word of the sentence because it's so similar that I can really screw it up. In fact, I have sung it kind of backwards before. Like I've interchanged, but it actually works because of the way it was written.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird. Like you do a song over and over and over, and then you just get to a point where you do it one time and you're just like, well, why did I just mix up every part of this song into like these new, completely different lyrics that
I know, it's
aren't
so
the way it
weird.
goes?
The brain is interesting.
For me, sometimes the problem is different than a studio setting where you're focused, you're isolated, you're in there in your realm and you're recording or just rehearsing. Mm-hmm. There are many distractions when performing live, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to get tossed around. I mean, it's just a different environment.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of something like that, the crowd that you play for is, it's a lot of people that listen to this station, and they're very into their music. They're very into the people that work at the station. Like, do people just go nuts during a situation like this where it's a sold-out show, it's a big thing, and they're just all there partying all night and ready to, just let loose?
Yeah, I think that was like the most comforting part because we had
I want to say everybody that was at that show is a diehard KSHE fan because it wasn't just my band; it was Mark Close's band too. And,
Oh, he's great.
and he's great.
He's part of the fabric of St. Louis radio.
Oh yeah, he's a
I
legend.
see him over at, I'm a pickleballer, if you didn't know.
Uh-huh.
And he plays handball over at Kirkwood.
I know he does.
Yeah.
He's
I
had
love it.
handball injuries before.
Ooh. What, his hand or wrist, probably?
Yeah, something has happened, and
Yeah.
he comes in and complains. Yeah.
Hmm.
But no,
He's a nice guy, super nice guy.
He's the best.
Yeah.
All of those legendary voice guys are so sweet and like, you know, and so he's a drummer and his band was the headliner that night. And so I think what was funny is everybody has maybe seen Mark play music over the last 10 plus years, but nobody's really come to see our band unless they've seen us at like Copper Fire because we've played there the most. And so I saw like a handful of people that I have gotten to know because they come out to everything. And it was fun because like you guys are musicians, so you'll understand that you kind of have an outer body experience when you perform.
Oh, yeah.
And I always say I'm not a musician, I'm a performer. So I go out there and do my best, but something happened at the Lincoln Theater that night where, because I was so nervous, and I remember telling myself literally, because we had this whole entrance idea, like with fanfare, so the band went out first and they kind of did a fanfare thing, and then I walked out right before we played ZZ Top's Tush.
Ooh! I love that song!
It's a good one. And we mainly always start our sets with that song for some reason.
But
Because it's a real crowd grabber.
Yeah.
It really just hooks them right in.
and we're looking for Tush. We're looking for
Who
your
isn't?
Tush.
Yeah.
I mean, Tush is wonderful.
It is.
Is
great.
that not the reason we all get into the music industry?
Exactly.
To see a little tush or
So,
I love it.
what is your stage wardrobe, if I may ask? Because you're on the radio most of the time.
Right.
So you're on the radio.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
you're,
wear.
Right, yeah. I mean, what do you wear on stage?
So I do try to fit a version of myself that's a little extra. So like
Leather.
leather,
I
you know,
pictured
better
leather.
shoes.
Yeah.
I show a little bit more skin.
as do I.
A lot of people said that I looked like, my hair that night looked like Robert Plant's hair.
Oh, very cool.
So I was like, that's
a little
who I'm.
curl to it.
Yeah, a little curl, little body.
Nice.
So I try to embody like I don't know who I would want to see up there.
You get into character.
I do,
You
it's
get
a
into
character.
rock character.
It is. It's a different
That's
persona.
awesome. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty fun.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, and are there any more gigs coming up? When's the next time we can see you?
So the next one is going to be the KSHE Car Show,
Ooh.
and that's going to be on September 25th, and that will be at the factory in the parking lot.
Oh.
And so we'll be close to the plate again, and then so we'll open up the car show that afternoon. And that's really cool because it's lane narrows, close quarters, and then later that night, Jackal and Stephen Piercy of the band Rat are going to be at the factory.
Oh.
So it's kind of like we are technically opening for Sebastian.
Yeah, that counts.
The fluffer
Even though we'll
acts,
be
they call it,
outside.
right?
Yeah, we're the fluffers.
Well, but yeah, what you guys are doing is you're playing outside, so all those people that are waiting to get in get amped up, and then they're going to go in there, and that's going to be
Right.
the hottest show
Before
they
the-
play their entire
Seriously,
life.
it is going to
I
be
guarantee it.
Yeah, so that'll be the next one.
Well then, everybody,
Everyone's looking forward to that.
Please make
September
sure to go get
25th
Yes.
your
at
tickets.
the factory,
Yes.
which is in the
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. Right, yeah.
And it'll be $5 walk up that day.
Oh, it's a
Perfect,
steal at
so
twice the price.
reasonable.
Yeah.
You can lose $5 in the couch or the washing
Exactly.
machine.
Yeah, just look
Exactly.
around. Okay, well, also, so speaking of, you guys opening up for Mark Close and him being another one of the KSHE people, what is it like? And you were talking about how, like, people have expectations of you being so young and all these things. What is it like being, like, hands down the youngest person involved in such a classic radio station that is, I mean, honestly, nationally, if not internationally known, and coming in there and being such a big part of it? Because, I mean, people do, they see you at appearances, they see you at your shows, and they show up in droves to see you. What is it like, being a part of that whole scene there?
It's so much fun. It's
Yeah.
just
Gotta
fun. It's like,
I don't know. I love the Heritage radio station. So like, there's only like a handful, and they're all rock stations, which is so cool. And KSHE is like one of like maybe literally 5 or 6 stations in the nation that have survived for 50 plus years and continue to like put out that vibe of what radio used to be. And so I feel very honored and lucky. And like, I do, my biggest thing I think is I want to keep the legacy going. So, I definitely didn't come in and like, I'm going to take over and do what I want to do. Like, I definitely like waited. I still, like, even in the last 2 years, decided, like, we really do need to kind of have more 90s music on, you know, my show and stuff. And so that's why, like, the segment Exit 90 was created. And, you know, I think that for me, it's a fun job. It is a job. Like, there's stress to it.
Sure.
But I love what I do and, like, take such good pride in it. And, like, people will say, well, does anyone listen to the radio anymore? And it's like, those people don't get it. So the people that do listen and kind of understand the community involvement and, like, the legacy part of it, and also just, you have to have chemistry with the people on the radio stations, otherwise you will fizzle out and nothing will happen. So I think the lineup that we have right now is so cool, and I love every one of those guys that I work with, and Mickey's on the weekends, and she's amazing, and I honor them. Like, I don't ever want to be in anyone's way or hurt anybody's legacy. I literally want to, like, honor everybody else, and I think I look at myself like the you know, the movie The Shining. I look at myself like the Jack Torrance of KSHE, where I'm literally like the caretaker that's gonna haunt that place whenever I die. So yeah, I love it, and I don't know. I've been there for 14 years, and it's crazy that I'm still there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I hope to be there
so
for a long
cool.
time.
Yeah.
No, and it's like you said, when people say, do people still listen to the radio? Certain stations, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think KSHE is a station that has proven that by, as you said, lasting so long. So many stations go through, you know, format changes and just completely disappear within, you know, a couple of years of being, you know, created. This one has just continued to keep going, continued to maintain a huge audience. And, you know, you're a huge part of that. You don't, not just with your show, and then you also have Monday nights that you've brought back an old segment, Monday Night Metal. But interestingly enough, so you said you've been on the air, or you've been with KSHE for 14 years. Now, something I looked into, so we're at the 55th year anniversary. You've been there for 14 years, which means that you started there right after the 40th anniversary. Now, a book came out that celebrated the 40th anniversary of KSHE, and you
are not in it.
Oh, what a shame!
It is. Let me tell you the story. So John Neiman is the man who compiled all the stories and the photos and everything that is the KSHE book. And I remember when we got literally like 40 boxes of those books at the station. And so, I started in 2008, and the book, I believe, was published in 2007, and then we started releasing it to people like right at the beginning of 2008. And I remember thinking, when I opened that book, because it's a great book, there's a lot of typos, but it's a great book.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So the proofreader didn't do it.
The editor was not very good, but that's because I have a writing degree, so I went through it and I was like, this is wrong. But I can't tell you, I was in my 20s flipping through that, just like soaking it up. And it was funny because I got to meet John Neiman because he was doing a book signing. And I said to him, I'm like, I really hope you do a volume 2 because I'm going to be in that next book. And he was kind of like, whatever, you 22-year-old idiot. Like, get
sure
out
you
there.
will.
And so here I am, and so people bring that book out to my events and have me sign it, and I'm always like, I want to like have little post-it like sticker pictures of me where I can like put myself in it signed.
Well, have we got a surprise for you?
Shut your face.
So I thought it was really unfortunate and kind of silly that they didn't at least put out a revised version that included you. So, as we do on the show today, we like to go above and beyond for our guests.
Yes.
So if we can get a shot at this right here.
Wow, you guys.
We went ahead and made you a very special version of the book.
Show it.
This is just for you. This is Queechy 95 for Lern years, and as you can see,
it's so good.
It's we really tried to embody pretty much
That's you on the
everything.
cover.
No,
That's you.
And it's just eyeballs.
Yeah, I mean that's great, you guys.
We wanted to celebrate you. We wanted people to have a chance to just specifically get to know you.
Yes.
Well, why don't you give her an idea of some of the a couple excerpts?
Yeah,
a couple excerpts.
For some excerpts.
Right, I have a page of excerpts too. Excerpts.
Okay.
Excerpts.
There's a P in it.
Excerpts.
And a T.
It's not experts.
Excerpts.
Excerpts.
Serbs? What's a Serb?
Serps up.
Oh, I guess I'll go with one starting, like at the beginning, I guess, basically.
Right.
Lern was born on a baccarat table in Monte Carlo and has been dealt a winning hand since birth. I
So
think
true.
Isn't that cool?
It's a lot of very fun facts
We
about you.
did a lot of research.
Can I do one more? And
Of course,
then I'll let
yeah,
you.
yeah,
And
I'll
then I
take
know
some
you
easy
really
one. Go
had
ahead.
some good ones that you
Yeah.
liked.
I'm gonna crack open another beer.
Yeah,
This
no,
is pretty
please.
great.
Yeah, please have another
We're
one.
celebrating you tonight.
Yeah, this is the Lern years. We'll get Okay. Oh, here we go. Lern is a former Miss Universe that graduated from Harvard, Yale, and Stanford at the same time.
It's so true.
It's really an amazing book.
It
And
is.
you guys should pick it up.
It's already a #1 New York Times bestseller.
It's gonna,
It
yeah.
is.
I mean, it's you.
It's so insane to me that they didn't wait to include you in
Right.
the actual book.
I
Oh, look,
agree.
she has her own book
Yeah.
now.
What's
It
one that you like?
Well, it includes things such as she has the innocent charm of Drew Barrymore and the hilarious chutzpah of Joan Rivers.
Yes!
I know.
I'm dirty like her too.
Oh my
And there's-
goodness! Look forward to
and-
hearing
and
more
there's
about
a whole,
that.
There's a whole chapter about that.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
And Lern can mow a 6-acre plot of land in less than 30 minutes with a push mower.
One thing about her that's in here that I really agree with is they say that she's been compared to such women in broadcasting as Oprah, Barbara Walters, and Monique.
Yeah,
Wow.
all of that.
I forgot about
Right.
Monique.
Yeah.
That's
I
excellent.
think America did, to be honest.
And
but
you know,
the
go
book didn't.
kind of bouncing back chronologically right after but in your, I know as a young child,
Uh-huh.
you raised a colony of endangered sea turtles from birth
This is true.
in a backyard kiddie pool,
Now that is
which
I
is
know.
not easy to do.
No, it is not.
Yeah, they usually need some space, but you just gotta do it. You gotta work with what you have.
Right.
This is so great. This is really investigative reporting.
No, yeah, I mean, trust me, hours were spent on
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
And interviews, talking to people, traveling all over to get, just the real Lern for the book that
For the book.
is gonna be solo project. KSHE, you're getting nothing from this.
This is us.
This is just
our
going
deal.
straight to us, and
Right.
there is a cut going
Yeah.
to Lern.
Right, of course.
Your famous laugh that everybody loves so much on the radio. She has the laugh of a baby angel laughing for the first time, and that was
Very
straight.
angelic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And that was
so much,
straight
you guys.
Just to add to the many accolades and achievements and awards you've received, your rhubarb souffle,
Oh, please.
which has won the blue ribbon at your hometown state fair for 19 years in a row.
19 years.
I mean, nobody makes a rhubarb souffle like
It
you.
Yeah.
is. And to show how much research you did, what is her hometown?
The one where she grew up.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
America.
Well,
yeah,
guys,
so
that
there
is
you have
where
it.
can people buy this? This is Amazon.
I mean, really, just leave a comment in the comments.
And we'll
section.
get,
And they'll
we'll
send
get
it
you,
out.
we'll
I'll
get you a
have
copy.
Byron drive.
I'll do a couple
Yeah.
of autographs.
I'll drop it off.
Yeah,
I got-
Byron.
Well, once pool season's over, my afternoons will be freed up, so I'll hand deliver it.
You are so tan. I can't
Thank
even
you.
deal with
Yeah.
myself. Here, put your I mean, who
Oh.
is that
I
tan?
thought my tan was alright this year, and even Byron has surpassed.
Yeah, you really have.
But Byron loves to just lay out and enjoy life.
I
And
wanna be
I
there.
appreciate
You're coming.
I want to be there
Yeah.
with you. Do you shave your arms?
I don't.
No.
What would make you say that?
I do.
Wait a second. Do
He
you
does.
want me to?
Yes.
He actually does shave his arms, and then he glues a lot of
He just puts the hair back on.
This is my 5 o'clock air harm stubble. Yeah.
Byron likes to go to barbershops to read the magazines, and then he runs through and scoops off the floor.
Yeah. He puts some Elmers on him and just rolls around on the floor.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Just to get like
Well-
a little new look.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody wants a new look.
Right, exactly.
I'm okay.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I try new things.
Well, so much we've learned.
Literally.
You know what?
learned.
Speaking of learning things,
Yeah.
I've come up with a little something that I think might be fun for everybody, for
Oh,
you two,
goodness.
and for the viewers.
Please.
I'm going to challenge you both in a game of trivia. I'm not going to challenge you. I'm going to read you questions.
Okay.
See,
Uh,
Byron threw this idea at me, and I suggested I write the questions and run them by Byron. Byron seems to think it's better for me to answer the questions.
You're the star of the show.
This is true, but I feel like I'm gonna get kind of smoked here because
Oh, no.
like,
I don't know
you two
Well,
are
first of
the
all-
ex- right after this, everybody, stick around. I know you want more. We're coming back right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here once again with the lovely and talented Lern. We are here now for the big game, the big trivia competition.
This is gonna be fun, and look where I get to sit.
Yeah.
I'm at the desk.
Byron in the
Yes!
host
Finally,
position.
I get to sit at the desk.
You've
It's
been
only been.
waiting.
Well, I'm happy in my spot. I'm very
Yeah,
comfortable
well,
over there.
Get your own show. What's gonna happen here is, like we said earlier, we've got a Women of Rock
Yeah.
trivia game.
Yeah, Women
here
of Rock.
in celebration of Lern and
Okay.
her big show and her being, a big time female in the world of
Rock
rock
and
and roll.
So,
this
yeah.
is how it works out.
So we have 10 questions. Some
Explain the
of,
rules.
Yes.
okay, well the rule. I was.
Oh.
We have 10 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, a few of them, have bonus points
Okay.
where there's an extra question in there that
Thank
so
God.
so you can make up for along the
If you
way.
don't know part of it, maybe you know the other part.
Only on a few, but
Right,
yeah.
no, yeah.
So I'm going to read the questions.
Okay.
You two are going to write your answers down on the board, and then so at the same time. So it's not a back and forth,
Okay.
and I will tally correct answers.
Okay.
And it,
Is there a time limit here? on the
well,
answer?
answers should be submitted within, we'll say, 10 to 15 seconds. I don't want to be hardline about it, but we don't have all day to sit here.
Right.
Right. We don't have all day.
Right. So, exactly. Some of us do
Some
have
of us
all
do
day.
I have nothing else really going on.
I had nothing. I took the whole. I'm clear.
Yeah, Lern as we
Clear
found,
till I go
as
to
we-
bed at
as we
3
found out
a.m.
off air, Lern has a standing appointment with her husband that she's
Yeah.
missing right now.
Right.
So
We
we're
make out every day at 6:35 on the dot.
He'll be all right without you for a little bit. And what a lucky guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Let me just say this real fast. PSA. I'm one of these people that you can't make out with the people you love them more. Like people are like, oh, like they get old, they don't want to make out
Oh,
anymore.
I love making
Yeah.
out. Making
Making
out's
out's the
great.
best.
Making out's
Very
the
fun.
best.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So anyway, pro making out, make
You
a
heard-
standing appointment.
You heard it here first, guys.
Love
Lern,
making out.
pro
Can't
making
wait.
out. We support that here.
Yeah, we
Yes,
are
thank you.
proud supporters of making out.
That
Go
could be-
make out, America.
That's right.
That could be a new segment on your show. Have people call in and make out on the phone.
Just lots of
Yeah.
Well, when you put it like that,
lots of gross mouth.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
all.
I mean, well, some make more noise than others. Just a lot of tongue slapping.
It's just gonna be an outtake of Byron and me.
It's great, yeah.
I can
Okay.
already picture the edits for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think
Speed that up.
there's a lot to work with there.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, should we just
Okay, let's
into
get
it?
right
Alright,
into
go.
it. Play along at home, alright? I will read the question once, and if asked, I will read it again. Only 2 reads for each question, okay? And we'll move right along here.
And just in case anybody is thinking there's any shenanigans going on,
No.
Yes.
very specifically said, do not show me these questions.
I absolutely
I
didn't
don't
even,
wanna
I didn't
know.
leave the papers around. I didn't tell him anything about it until, like, I said I'm going to come up. He didn't even know it was Women of Rock
And
trivia.
to be honest, I think my answers will reflect the fact that I have not seen
Yeah.
these questions.
Yes.
And mine too, because I also feel like I'm going to fail.
Well, then
Don't
we'll,
feel like
you know,
that.
We'll
So
fail
I
together.
started you off with a couple softballs
Okay,
here. So we'll see.
good.
Okay, so here we
Give
go.
me a softball already.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 in the Women of Rock trivia celebrating Lern. These 2 sisters led the Seattle-based band who had hits including Barracuda, Magic Man, Crazy on You. First and last names, please, of the 2 sisters.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you were.
The 2 sisters
Oh,
that were
shoot.
in the band, whose hits included Barracuda, Magic Man, and Crazy on You. Okay, so answers, please learn, ladies first.
Anne and Nancy Wilson.
Those are both correct answers.
Thank
That is
you.
that is a tally for Learn.
I knew Wilson, but I couldn't. I blanked on the first, so I just threw out a Hail Mary with Venus
and Serena. That's a good guess.
I figured they might have.
I wish.
Okay.
I wish.
That is, I cannot accept that answer. I think you understand why. Because it's wrong.
Semantics.
Because it's a wrong answer.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, Ann and Nancy Wilson in the band Heart.
Okay.
Seattle based.
I love getting off to a hot start.
Okay, here we go. Question number 2.
Yes.
Prior to reaching rock stardom with songs such as Bad Reputation, Crimson and Clover, and I Hate Myself for Loving You, this female rock icon had to hit Cherry Bomb with this all-girl band.
Oh,
Name the artist and the band for 1 point each.
Do you want to show your answer first?
is it okay? I get everybody mixed up. Is it Joan Jett and the Blackhearts?
You get 1 point for Joan
Good
Jett.
job,
It
Josh.
wasn't
The Blackhearts were the band that sang those other songs.
Oh, come on. I'm supposed to.
The current band, and there's men in that band.
Right.
I forgot.
The band that he was talking about was the Runaways.
Damn it.
Yes, it was.
They made the movie about it.
Yes!
So question number 3. This amazing female lead vocalist was a founding member of the Bay Area psychedelic rock band whose song was featured as the first tune ever played on KSHE. Bonus point for naming the song.
Josh?
So.
Yeah, challengers first. You're in the lead. That's very. Yeah. So
I'm good at games.
I know the song.
I
I
love
can't
games.
remember her name. But this was the first.
That is the
That is
song.
correct.
That is the song. The song is White Rabbit, as performed by Grace Slick. Get it? Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace. I
Grace
picked
Slick.
up on the allusions.
And I thought only some of these questions had bonus points. Everyone's had them so far.
No, they have not.
Alright, well.
Question number 4. In the Women of Rock trivia celebrating Lern. The Eagles started out as the backup band for this 11-time Grammy-winning, genre-crossing female vocalist. She at one time had a relationship with California Governor Jerry Brown, and her hits include You're No Good, Blue by You, and When Will I Be Loved?
Oh my God. You're
The
no
Eagles.
good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. I'm just completely guessing. Is it Bonnie Raitt?
That's a good guess, but it's not Bonnie Raitt.
Damn it.
That's incorrect. Do you have a
I
guess?
just asked, can I have a bonus point?
No, you may not.
Well, I just
Shoot.
The answer is Linda Ronstadt.
Of course it was Linda
It
Ronstadt.
was Linda Ronstadt.
Of course
she had a relationship with California Governor Jerry Brown.
And she was in the History of the Eagles documentary.
Yeah, of course she was.
Of course she was, because she's
Had to
in the
be.
History of the Eagles.
Yeah.
Shoot!
Yep. Linda. So that's a no-fer, as we
It was.
call
Oh
it. That
my
was a
gosh.
shutout
That was
round. All right, question number
That was a bad
5.
question.
Born in Port Arthur, Texas, she rose to fame after an appearance at the Monterey Pop Festival and dated the likes of Country Joe McDonald, Chris Christopherson, and Ron Pigpen McKernan of the Grateful Dead. Known for her hard-edged, bluesy vocal style, this lady rocker died tragically at the age of 27.
Oh my God.
Bonus point if you can name the band she fronted at the Monterey Pop Festival. Lern, would you care to show us the
Okay.
correct answers for both the artist? It's Janis Joplin with Big Brother and the Holding Company.
Yes.
Those are 2 correct
Thank
answers.
That's
you.
the right answer. I got this part.
Janis
I
Joplin.
couldn't remember.
What was your...
I
The
knew it was
Factory?
I said the family. I knew it was something about a family member. There was something there.
Yeah.
Big Brother, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was good.
I should be
Tickets
a
to give
trivia DJ. All right,
What's the
number
score?
6. The score currently is Our Lady of Rock, Lern, 7, and you're at 3.
I'm just a stupid man.
Oh my God.
No, you're not. You've gotten 3 right. That's more than I thought you were going to get right.
This is good. This is good.
Okay. All right, here we go. Number 6. Right, this is... Okay. Play this all the way through.
Yes.
Born Angela Trimble in Miami, Florida. Excuse me. I'm going to start over with that. Born Angela Trimble in Miami, Florida, and raised by her adoptive family in New Jersey. This new wave rocker and actress was a Playboy bunny prior to the release of her band's 1976 self-titled debut album. She also starred in the John Waters cult film Hairspray.
Oh.
No. Wait, is
Not
the
her
band's
name.
name a bonus point?
If you write the band's name, I'm going to give him a bonus
Oh, yeah,
point.
give him
If
a
you
bonus
write it
point.
down, I'll give you the bonus point too. Sure, bonus
Oh my
point. Are your answers down?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Josh first
Please.
this time.
No, we'll learn first.
Fine.
Okay.
I feel like I keep
Learn.
going first.
I'm gonna go Chrissy Hind with the Pretenders.
That's a good guess, and
Damn
that's
it.
not the right answer.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
it-
Not the right
Is
answer.
the right answer Debbie Harry with Blondie?
Damn it! I should know.
That's it.
Wow.
That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty
That
good.
was pretty impressive.
Yeah. So the score is now 7-5.
Oh my goodness.
He talked himself into a bonus point, which, if this gets closer, could be contested
I
later
cashed
on.
that one in. No,
No,
it's not
no.
contested. Everybody
Okay.
agreed.
All right.
Everybody
All right. Here we
agreed.
go. Here we go. Number 7. This lead singer and guitar player might have been the talk of the town when she had a daughter with Ray Davies of the Kinks. Or maybe she was standing in the middle of the road when she married the lead singer of Simple Minds. Either way, her musical career has put a little brass in her pocket, so she won't have to be working back on the Chain Gang.
Here we go.
Let's go. You ready?
I'm gonna go Chrissy Hind again.
That is the right answer this time!
I'm just gonna show everybody I didn't write it.
Chrissy Hind of the band.
The Pretenders.
That is right. Okay, here we go. Question number 8. Named Stephanie at birth, she started her career with little success as a duo with her then boyfriend. In 1975, they joined a band that would go on to be one of the greatest selling musical acts of all time.
I mean, at this point, listen here, but
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
listen.
gonna win.
Sure, if you want to name the band, you each get a
Okay.
bonus point.
Alright.
I was just
And
trying
to
to...
be honest, I'm not even sure if this is right.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
All right.
So
all right.
we'll see how it goes.
Josh, what's your answer?
Is it Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood
Those-
Mac?
she
That's
gets-
exactly who it is, Josh.
That's- here we go. Question number 9. Number 9. Born Anna Mae Bullock in Brownsville, Tennessee,
Sandra Bullock.
and widely referred to as the Queen of Rock until you came along. She started her career as lead singer of her husband's Kings of Rhythm band, and then their own Review, before embarking on a tremendously successful multi-decade solo career. Well, do we have answers on the board? Let's flip it
I've got an
around.
answer.
Let's go to Learn first.
Is
You
it
might
Tina
have.
Turner?
It is Tina Turner.
Thank God.
The answer is Tina Turner. Her husband was Ike. I
Yeah.
couldn't, it was the Ike and Tina
Why did you
reviews
say they're from East St. Louis?
because I didn't want to give it away.
Yeah. Yeah, the little note about her being
What?
from
You
Texas.
didn't
I
write
erased my
anything.
answer
What was
'cause
your
it was
answer?
so bad.
What was
I'll
it?
tell you after.
No, tell
Was
us
it
the answer.
Celine? Celine Dion.
It was, no, it was.
Did you say Cher?
Selena. I didn't say Cher.
What was your bad answer?
It was, I don't know.
It's okay.
It's okay. Don't be ashamed.
That's
It's
alright.
not a bad
It's
answer.
I just figured she was.
Except
She's
she was
one
never.
of
She was
a
a
while.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's a
I
great
forgot
answer.
that Tina Turner was.
That was. I mean, that if it were anybody but Tina Turner, it would have been bad Benetton.
I just wrote.
Yeah.
I just wrote.
All right, question number 10.
That was rocking. for a
Question
while.
number
Oh my God.
10.
All right, this question needs to be worth 6 points.
Guys, we haven't even been recording.
I know. This is just a run through it again.
This Canadian-American singer-songwriter had her start in the late 60s folk rock scene and dated David Crosby, Graham Nash, James Taylor, and Jackson Browne, just to name a few. Her 1971 album, Blue, is her most highly acclaimed release.
If I met, wait, okay.
If you
I
write
the same
three
two-
answers down and any one of them is right, I'll give you a point. What is the answer to the question first?
Joni Mitchell.
That is correct.
But I also
cool.
get her. I love her
With?
and Patti Smith.
Oh, interesting.
Sometimes, yeah. I know
Okay.
Patti Smith is a little bit more avant-garde,
Okay.
but like these singer-songwriters.
Well,
are
Joni
awesome.
Mitchell.
I
Yes.
actually said Joni Mitchell, and then I thought she might
Carole
confuse her.
King.
Carole
Yes.
King and Carly Simon.
Carly Simon.
Yes.
Yes. That's why I meant instead
So-
of Patti Smith.
Right, I think you did
Carly
mean that
Simon.
instead of Patti
These
Smith.
beers are getting to my
It's
brain.
okay. We got more upstairs.
The BLs will get you.
The Bud Light or the Bud Light will
So
definitely take me down.
now we have so I told you I would give you. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you 2 points.
Oh
'cause,
my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm going to give you a bonus point just for playing,
Thank you.
and you still lose.
Thank you.
Thank God.
It was closer than I thought
It
it
was
was.
closer than we thought. With a couple gimme bonus points, the score was 10, your host of the show at night, to 13
Wow.
for the lovely Lern.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That was
That was
fun.
good. You
I
did
think
a
that was
good
fun.
job.
It was good.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
that worked out.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, that is one of our many to come trivia. We've had others in the past.
No, yeah.
That was it, the Lady of Rock trivia.
Love our trivia
That was
games.
fun. You are such a good sport. Thank you for playing
Yes.
along with us.
Look at this. Look at this. To keep here. Learn list.
Oh, that will immediately
Yeah.
go up on the wall.
There you
Don't,
go.
don't touch it.
Frame
Brody,
it.
don't touch
Frame
it.
it.
Put this in some sort of
Frame
put
it.
this in some sort of protective cover.
Put it in the.
Send it to the archive.
Sunlight.
Hey, archivist,
The
handle
Put
that.
it in there.
My
We're
chair.
going
I'm
to.
gonna take my questions
And I'm gonna
with
just
me.
stay right here.
You're gonna stay right
Yeah,
there.
you stay where you are.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
what a fun time that was.
That was really
I
good.
think we had a lot of fun times.
We
here.
did. We
There's a lot going on
did
here.
have a good time.
Once again, everybody, thank you so much for Lern, for coming by.
You're welcome.
It was an honor to have you. Hopefully
really
we'll have
was.
you back
It was
again.
an honor to come
You
here.
are a true delight, you know
Yes.
Oh my God.
You
Yeah.
were-
I have a good time.
This was almost as good as when we had Keatron here, and that's saying something.
And who was that?
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
It was
guys.
so much fun.
I hope to come back again soon.
Please,
Come back
yes,
anytime
come
you
back.
want.
Literally
Alright.
be on all the shows.
Yeah.
We need the help.
I'm here all the time now.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then when we come
We
back,
have
Byron
some
and
bonus
I
content.
will wrap up, and we'll see you all later. Once again, everybody,
Thank
so
you,
much.
Lern.
She's
Thank
queen
you.
of the radio.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Oh my
Nice.
gosh, fake hair the whole time, guys. Well, there you have it, everybody.
I
Welcome
mean,
back. I mean,
That was just spectacular.
That was a-
Nothing short of spectacular.
no, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that was definitely one of the more fun times we've had on the show. It was
And
a great
she
guest.
is just such an absolute delight.
A complete
I
and
mean,
total joy
A
to have on the
joy,
show.
a pleasure. I mean, she's so generous and giving of her time to us.
I feel like she really works with the flow and the vibe of the show.
Oh,
Very
I mean,
fun.
such a big personality in
Yeah.
such a little package.
Very game for whatever we're doing.
I mean,
and-
friendly and I mean smart and cool
Yeah.
and funny. I mean, everything a guy would want
yeah,
out of a DJ.
I think somebody might have a little crush over here. I was paying attention to a few things during the episode, and there were definitely some looks coming your way. I think you were.
I think they were going both ways.
I think you were a bit smitten.
I think they were going both ways.
Well,
I
I don't think you understand just how into it you were. As a matter of fact, we had the guys in the editing room real fast pull together some clips. Bobby, can you roll the footage real fast? Take a look at this.
And I honor them. Like, I don't ever. Freeman is the man who compiled all the stories and published in 2000. I agree, so I went through it and I'm like, this is that book out to my events and have, for some reason, my brain will.
It's hard to deny the evidence is there.
I mean,
I think she stole my heart tonight.
To be honest, I think
It's okay.
in the
She
moment,
can have my heart.
in the moment it wasn't super noticeable, but yeah, holy moly.
Well,
I-
she told us she'd come back anytime we want.
She
I think
did
we
tell
should
us.
take her up on it.
I mean, would love to have her back.
Again, just an absolute pleasure to have on.
Yeah, she was wonderful.
A legit celeb,
Mm-hmm.
a fine, upstanding woman of rock.
That is exactly what she is.
And
She's
you know, we love women and we love rock, so she's our type of gal.
a pillar of the community, a local legend in a sense, if you will.
Absolutely,
And,
legend in the making for sure.
A wonderful time was had by all, and I hope you all enjoyed it.
Thank you,
well.
Lern. We appreciate you.
as well. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you once again for coming. Thank you, Lern, for being here. What a wonderful guest. What a wonderful show. What a wonderful episode. What a wonderful life.
Thank you for including me.
Yeah,
I appreciate being here.
Absolutely, as always. And yeah,
As
thank
we
you
say
all for
here-
joining. Once again, Byron.
I'm Byron, that's Josh.
Josh.
He's
In
your
case
star.
you guys didn't know it was me the whole time, this was not my real hair. It's still the same old Josh do.
This is my real hair.
Byron did dye his hair
And
black
I
for
put a
this
little color
because
in
he
it.
was trying to be that cool.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you so much for coming in. Be happy, be well, be good, and as we always say here at the show at night, bye.